Justin is in Pittsburgh. Hi, Justin. Welcome to the Ramsey Show.
Hey, John. Thanks so much for taking my call. Really appreciate it.
Sure. What's up?
So the reason for my call is currently 28 years old. I've been in a relationship with my girlfriend for the past 2 years, and I'm thinking about taking that relationship to the next step here pretty soon.
Cool.
She is a veterinarian who just graduated last year and is going to bring about $350,000 worth of student loan debt into our marriage.
Lord.
Congratulations. Wow.
So I guess I really just wanted to call. I've been I'm new to the show, new to you guys, but I've been doing date-like things for the last 3 to 4 years, and was just curious what your advice would be in regards to how we can plan to make those repayments once we get married, as well as how we would prioritize that against other large life purchases such as a house, vehicles, things along those lines.
That's a hard one, man. How much debt do you have outside of that 350? How much debt are you going to bring into this relationship?
Nothing. Completely debt free. Been saving and investing for quite some time. I have about $21,000 in cash, $60,000 in my personal savings plan, our TSP, and 401k, and then as well as about investment portfolio of $110,000.
Okay, that's helpful. What do you do? What do you make?
So currently this year, I just got back from a 9-month deployment, so I'm going to make somewhere around 107 this year, and then on track to make like 135 next year, projection-wise.
Okay. And so obviously you're military. Thank you for your service.
Appreciate it.
All right, here's the thing. The number one cause of divorce in North America, money fights and money problems, money stress. You are walking into a mess. She has made an unbelievably large mess. And you guys have, as part of your pre-marriage counseling, have got to, because you have an unusually large mess, you've got to go unusually deep in your relationship and in your agreement on what our short-term and long-term future looks like. If she says, if she's going to play, and I have no idea, okay, but there's kind of two ends of the spectrum here. If she's going to roll up her sleeves and be blue-collar and go, oh my God, we've made a mess, we're going to dive on this thing, we're going to fix this thing, I'm going to work like a maniac, I'm going to work with every sick puppy in an 800-mile radius as a veterinarian. I'm going to work my tail end off, and I'm going to make $200,000 a year while you make $100,000 a year, and we're going to put your $100,000 out of your investments towards this, and we're going to clean this stinking mess up in 2 years. Now you got a woman you can marry. If she's like, oh, well, it might take us 30 years, and I don't really want to work that much. I went and spent $350,000 to become a veterinarian, but I'm not going to veterinary much. Run.
Yeah, no, she's definitely fantastic, and
I know she's fantastic. That wasn't what I asked.
Yeah.
So is she all in, brother?
Is she in on the work part?
She's in on the work part. She definitely. When she looks at the grand amount, our heart kind of pounds a little bit. So
Good.
I definitely think that it's something that's on the tip of her mind. But with our goals.
What branch of the military are you in?
Years. Navy, sir. Yep.
What do you do?
So I'm in the reserves actually. So I'm a supply guy in the Navy, and then I work in the oil and gas field. As a program manager. So
Gotcha. Okay, this is a program to be managed. It's exactly what this is. And here's the deal. The deeper you sacrifice in hours of work and in lack of lifestyle, the faster this mess goes away. The faster this mess goes away, the higher the probability is that it's going to go away and you don't crash in the middle of it. And the faster it goes away, obviously, the faster you can go become very, very wealthy. And you can back your hours back down where you can breathe again. but both of you are going to be working like maniacs, and you're going to live on nothing, and you're going to drain every account that's not a retirement account. You're going to throw it at this after the honeymoon, and you guys are living on a budget that's beans and rice, rice and beans, and she's working all the time until she cleans this mess up. Okay?
And then one more thing I want to throw at you. You got capacity for one more?
Absolutely, John.
All right. You agree to this, and you walk down that aisle. This is not going to be you versus her. This is going to be you with her, right? And so I know guys who like to flex and say, well, if you hadn't, and if you had, once you're in, y'all are in this together. And so the shame part's over. Then it's just y'all digging and building. It's not about her digging something out and you just standing there watching it as she digs, right? We're all in this together. Is that fair?
Absolutely.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Good, man.
The problem becomes ours and the opportunity becomes ours.
That's right.
Both. And listen, here's the thing. You guys will come out of this so freaking strong.
Oh, man.
And your relationship will be so strong, and your character will be so strong if you bust up into this. But if you screw around with this is a mountain, and it'll bury you guys.
That's what I'm concerned about.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it's got to be like game on.
And all her friends coming out of vet school are going to get new Lexus, and they're going to get new houses and all that stuff.
They can all jump in the creek, man, because they're dumber than rocks. They're gonna make a mess. I'm telling you, man, you're gonna have to be so laser focused. But the beautiful thing is that's gonna knit you all together because you're fighting a common foe, a common enemy, and you're knitted together. It's gonna do stuff in the DNA of your relationship that easy times won't bring to your relationship.
Absolutely.
So it's a huge opportunity if you approach it right and you're both fully committed to it. But it's a huge problem if either one of you are going to be half-button this thing. So you're like blaming her, or she's like going to be a little princess or whatever with a vet coat on. I mean, no, you got run away. That's the thing. If that's the case, but I don't think that's her. I think she's special, and I know you are after talking to you.
Yeah.
So I think you guys can do it, but this is the parameters, this is the boundaries by which this huge mess becomes a blessing to your family generationally, because you'll be telling the grandkids with the marshmallows on the end of a stick someday, 50 years from now. Well, back in the day when your granny got out of vet school, we didn't have nothing, and we had to work. And we had to sweat.
I had my
elbow.
That's
why you're here on the back of this mountain, and we own the whole stinking mountain, and you're doing your marshmallow here, kid. This is your story, man.
And Grandma had her arm halfway up a cow's, but we got it paid off. We got it paid off.
You could have never gone there, and we'd have been okay.
Hey, man, if I'm Grandma, that's what I'm pulling out. You went and played in your oil and gas. I had to go shoulder deep to get this debt paid off, but I did it.
Oh, you are wrong.
That's awesome.
Oh. Well, that's it. I mean, you got to have the story. It's like when you're getting out and you're driving a junk car, you're driving a hoopty, you need to give the hoopty a name, and you need to take pictures of it.
Yep.
And it needs to be on the wall.
Never forget.
Picture the hoopty. This is why we're here.
No more.
Because we did this.
Yes.
And that changes everything. And there's nothing wrong with telling those stories. That's what families are made of that have substance to them.
That's right.
It's good stuff. And you're getting ready to build one of those, Justin. Proud of you, man.